We seem to be confusing opposition to the Chinese government, including its actions during the coronavirus pandemic, with hostility toward Americans of Asian descent. And I find that very confusing, since many Asian Americans fled abusive governments, including and especially the Chinese communist regime. Hostility to that government is not hostility to its victims, quite the contrary. Yet that seems to be the connection that many people are making today. There are despicable racists of every color in every society. It is the baser side of human nature. But no nation has struggled harder to transcend that nature and isolate and ostracize its racists than have Americans. You know, the American founders placed principles in the Declaration of Independence that they believed would someday produce a nation of free men and women of all races and all religions, together enjoying the blessings of liberty and equal protection of our laws. Lincoln denounced any other claim as, quote, having an evil tendency, if not an evil design. The violent attacks that have been cited today against Asian Americans are heinous, they are despicable, they are inexcusable. But there are two statistics that should add some perspective to this issue. According to the FBI's Hate Crime Statistics Act report, of all 4,930 victims of reported hate crimes that were motivated by race or ethnicity, 48.5% were due to anti-Black bias, 15.7% were due to anti-white bias, 14.1% were due to anti-Hispanic or Latino bias, and 4.4% were due to anti-Asian bias. What should make us all proud as Americans is the fact that Asian Americans have the highest median income of any ethnic group in America, including white Americans. Median income for Asian Americans is 38% higher than the national median. If America were such a hate-filled, discriminatory, racist society filled with animus against Asian Americans, how do you explain the remarkable success of Asian Americans in our country? Their success should bring us all together as Americans to celebrate the opportunities that our country offers to all who seek the blessings of liberty. It deeply saddens me that instead of uniting as Americans, this hearing seeks to divide us as Americans. Any racist sentiment, speech, or act needs to be vigorously condemned. But to attack our society as systemically racist, a society that has produced the freest, most prosperous, and most harmonious multiracial society in human history, well, that's an insult, and it's flat out wrong. Shakespeare reminded us that we have no such mirrors as will turn our hidden worthiness into our eye, that we might see our shadow. The protesters fighting for their freedom in Hong Kong, resisting their takeover by the communist government of China, waved American flags as a symbol of their aspirations. Perhaps we should look to them as a mirror to appreciate our own society's hidden worthiness.